live at the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) head office in Kaduna State. This place here will be distributing the sensitive material any moment from now. There are about 2 major elections that will be taken up here in Kaduna State. One is that of the Kaduna State House of Assembly Speaker, who has been asked to step aside by the court. So election will be taking place in Mekera constituency in about 42 polling units. The State House of Assembly Speaker was asked to step aside sometimes in November by the Court of Appeal, whereby the candidate of the PDP, People's Democratic Party, took him to court, saying that he won the election, but the court said that a rerun should be done in about 42 polling units. But aside from that, there is also another major election that is going to take place in Kaduna State, in Kajia Kagaruku, where a federal House of Assembly seat is at stake. Since election took place last year in February, that seat has been vacant. So it is expected that the Saturday election would at least make a winner to emerge, so that seat will now be occupied. So there are 2 major elections that will be taking place here in Kaduna State come Saturday. One is that of Mekera constituency, whereby the Speaker of the House of Assembly was asked to step aside so that a rerun will take place, and then maybe a winner will emerge. And also the Federal House of Assembly election in Kajia Kagaruku, whereby since February election last year, there is nobody that is occupying that seat. So we're expecting that come Saturday in Kajia and Kagaruku, they will at least have a representative in the Green Chamber, whereby here in the State Assembly, another one is also to take place here at the Kaduna State House of Assembly, whereby Yusuf Sani Liman was asked to step aside so that a rerun will be conducted in Mekera Kajia constituency. Hosan Yakusa reporting for Galaxy TV. Ga wannan ɗin kuma ya sake Zoom. Report. Tell us what you're experiencing.
Okay, my name is Basit Jumare. I'm a student of procurement and supply chain management from Kaduna State University. What is happening is that students to be trained for an ad hoc staff for the forthcoming in Kajia local government, Chikun, Kajia local government of Kaduna State, without giving us even a proper accommodation, without giving us food, without giving us shelter, and without anything. And at the end of the day, in the morning, we want to go for the exercise to our various polling units that we have been sent to, and then they have undermined the list and changed the list with some people. We are here waiting for them to recruit us to the prescribed polling unit that we are supposed to do the election there. And today, we are here without any kind of a solicitation or any kind of concern for the student. So we are pleading for the government. You see, all these things the government that are creating, all the parastatals that are creating for their students, it is something that will reflect in the future of the Nigerians at large. Because if somebody graduated at this kind of situation, this institution, while some of us they are having lectures because of this exercise, they left their. Some are writing their project to come and do this exercise, and then nobody comes from the INEC staff to even give us, to even console us with something that our heart can pull. No any proper. They did any accommodation, no feeding allowance, no training allowance. We are just here. We have slept at by the roadside. So what I'm saying, I'm calling on the government to make sure that all these things that they are corrected. We don't want our junior ones to experience.
Who transported the vehicle? Are you the one that paid money? Is it INEC that brought?
It is INEC that brought us. Since they have the money that they can transport from Kaduna to Kachia, they have the money that they can give us good accommodation in the hotels that the local government. None.
If your concerns are not addressed, what will be your next step?
My next is that we are entitled to be paid this accommodation fee and then the training allowance. Even if they do not give us the job, they have to pay us. It is because it is our right. It is obligatory. It is their obligation to pay us because they wasted our time. They wasted everything that we have in our own. And we risk our life.
Okay, tell us what is your name? What's your name? Tell us the situation right now.
Actually, I believe before the school management will release us, the ANEC, they write a letter to the school management, and they give us 3-day training, which means that we are all qualified for the ANEC work. But at the end of the day, they see pick up from the school and transfer to the Kasia local government. But since we arrived to the Kasia local government, there's nothing, they don't even show any concern. They was just abandon us. We sleep by the roadside under the coach. In fact, it's just like they treat us like animal. So in the next day in the morning, we are all expected that okay, we are going to be posted to our various police unit, but nothing has been done. So they just pass their own people, which are not even training for the work, they don't even have the experience how to use FIFA or the order. They just fix them, carry them to the village that they should go and work. Now they just leave us. And now we want to experience our feeling. We even come to the police station. At the first stage, the police want to even deny us as a Nigerian citizen. And we all know that police is your friend, and that is their own logo, that we are your friend, but they want to even send us back here. So now, when they know that we had the spirit of Baluta in our blood, they now listening to us that we should just send a delegate, not all of us that they will address. So they are still on the negotiate with them. So because we are ready to shut down the INEC as right now. If anything can happen, because the way they treat me like animal on the way from Kaduna, sincerely speaking, I was very, very disappointed.
What are your demands?
My demand is that the money, either we want for the work or not, because it's then that way. We made up with the agreement and we are ready to do the job. So it's not on our own fault now. So let them pay our feeding allowance, then our training allowance, then the money for the work done. Either we do it or not, because we did pay them, they paid us. So thank you.
Thank you, Sid.
Thank you to you.
Yes. What is your name, sir?
I am by name.
Okay, tell us the situation report.
The situation report actually is after the court set its final decision on some local government federal election. They are set to elect in some local government like Chikun, the Kachia, the Kagarku, and the rest. So the court us, the INEC were looking for ad hoc staffs that will work. So they appealed for our school, the Kaduna State University, with a letter that they need students to work for them as ad hoc staffs. So we were assigned, because I am presenting my, we were assigned to give out some of our students that will come, total of 1,000 that will come and work with ad hoc staffs. These students, we went for training at Rimi College on Borimi, Kaduna for 3 days. That was on Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday. During this training, some of the Muslims did not have their prayers on Fridays, while some of the Christians didn't have their service on Sundays. We all sacrificed because of this work. And after all, they said they will send a list of those that are going to work. After sending the list, us saw our name on this, and they even asked us from outside, so, if they can come, let them come and meet up. We should work together with them. So they even come. They come with more more than 40 buses within the college Kaduna, where they come and pack almost more than 600 students from Kaduna State University. They transported us from Kaduna State University to Kachia yesterday. We stopped here around 5:30. No one looked at us. No one addressed us from the INEC officials. They all looked down on us. We slept on the roadside, all of us, both male and female, with their children. Some of the Kaduna Polytechnic students were attending lectures when they were called to come and go for this thing. And some of us were even sick because I saw a lady this morning even vomiting because of this work. And after all, they said they are going to reshuffle a list. When they reshuffle a list, they make it duplicate. We are not illiterate. We are all literate. And a list with 20 names will be duplicated 20 times. What did they want us to do? We are Nigerians. We are also their children. If they think we are not their children, this is our right. And part of our right is if we are not participating in the election, let's work at the ad hoc staff because we are students. They don't value students in Nigeria, and this is causing the hyperinflation problem we are facing in Nigeria. More illiterates, more bandits. Why will you not join bandits? If this social things will happen to you, why would you join bandits? After all this now, you know we are going zero. We are going back zero. We accept it because we are Nigerians.
Are you expressing fear that INEC is not going to conduct free and fair credible election?
Already, INEC, I will not say INEC can conduct a free and fair election or they cannot conduct a free and fair election. What I know is that INEC has done injustice for us because they walked out of our homes, they leave our parents, and we come here to work, but it did not work for us. When we are also citizens, apart from citizens, we are also students that we will aspire to work in the officials or in the government officials some years coming. I know, no matter how, we cannot deny faith. Even if you are small like this, you don't know what you will become tomorrow. How do they want them to treat you? How do they want them to treat their own children? Though we are the poor men, anyone you see here is from a poor background. Because if you're not from a poor background, you are here since yesterday.
How many of you? Estimate now.
We are more than 1,500. We came here. Kasu and Kaduna State Polytechnic.
Okay, sir, let's have you, please. Can you just tell us, briefly, tell us your name and what your challenge, what transpired?
All right, I'm a student of Kaduna State. My name is and I was even among those that were called yesterday to come and for replacement, and I enthusiastically come to serve. And then we transported 3 buses.
Who transported you?
INEC itself transported us 3 buses, and with my eyes I saw where they were giving our drivers the money to show that everything has been paid for before our arrival to this place. So at our arrival to this place, we were making efforts to meet with the INEC officials. This is their office here, just put. Making effort to meet with them, but we were giving them ears like we don't exist. A lot of things were going on. We were trying to penetrate, but there was nothing given us. Our student union, who this letter was presented to them, made effort to penetrate them. Nothing was done. And then later we were told that they are doing a compilation of lists all through the night till this morning around after 6. That was when they brought out the first list, only for us to have duplicate upon duplicate. And then I began to ask, I said, if you work all through the night to raise up lists, how then can we have duplicates upon duplicates? So it is really, really unfair. It is really, really unfair. And I want to say that this thing that they are doing, they are planting a seed. Let INEC know this. That was what they are doing. They are planting a seed in us. And I want to quickly say one thing. The youth of the generation, what is happening? The youth of the generation, we have our voices. We are not like parents who you command them and they keep quiet. I knows that our parents are not these youth. We are still a peaceful, abiding citizen. We are not ready to be violent, but we will make sure that we keep on speaking. Thank God, social media, you cannot block internet. We will go on net, we will report this thing to the whole world, we will keep on making it out that our government are not doing us well. Whatsoever that needs to be done, if the government name is tinted worldwide, even they said they cannot go out there to represent us too. So if you don't want us in peace in our own country, we will also make you not to live in peace when you go out there, because we'll make sure that we tint your name out there. This is my face, so this is who I am. And I'm not afraid to stand for what is right, because it is when I do the right thing, my son or my children behind me will also reap the.
Tell us how you slept. Tell us how you slept last night.
We all slept by the roadside. Some slept in the field. So at the risk of scorpions, snakes, and what have you, we were treated like see, chicken were better than us yesterday. No food, no water, nothing. They left us like people without, like sheep without shepherd. Just roaming about the streets, sleeping. Look at the cold. We all know this period. This is a cold period. And this is how they left us in the cold yesterday. No accommodation, no food, no feeding. We don't exist to them.
Up to now, they are yet to address
They
you.
are yet to say anything. Thank you very much.
Who also wants? Anybody wants to say anything? No? Okay.
Okay, tell us how